Hi Scorpio, welcome to your fortnightly tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. I am opening them up this week, or should I say for this next 2-week period, as a little Christmas present to all of you to say thank you so much this holiday season for all of your love and support. You know Rafi loves you, and I just want to say whatever you do or don't celebrate, I really wish you the best of times. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Happy Yule, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you do or don't celebrate, from my heart to yours, you know Rafi loves ya. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the fortnight, so it's not a key to the week, it's a key to the fortnight, because this is for the next 2 weeks. So for this next 2 weeks, you have, for your key to the week, it is the Faith card. All right, so whatever it is that you do or don't believe, your faith is what's going to carry you through, and it may very well be that your faith is restored over this next fortnight, whether that's in humanity, whether it's in your loved ones, maybe it's just your faith in yourself and the cosmos, right? Whatever you perceive to be out there as the great spiritual principle that rules all that is. Now, for the Hierophant card, remember this is often about the established connections that we have, or the things that we are attached to or tied to that are somewhat bigger than ourselves. Now, for your actions and options this week, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is you interacting with a bigger or a larger institution, potentially lots of phone calls, text messages, etc. Well, maybe not text messages, but definitely lots of phone calls, maybe even paperwork that you're pouring over the course of this week. Remember, the Three of Pentacles is a collaborative energy, and with the Faith card, this can literally represent like a spiritual dwelling, so like a church, a cathedral, a mosque, you know, all of those kinds of things. It can also be a learning institution, but this would be like a dynasty, you know what I mean, like a college or a university. Maybe there's a show taking place there for the holiday season, whatever that might be. Now, this could also be that a lot of you are choosing this time to rededicate yourself to learning something or taking some kind of information in. When it comes to your oh gosh, come on brain, when it comes to your home and no, my gosh, when it comes to your oh gosh, my brain has just completely gone blank. When it comes to the options that are available to you, there's a chance here to collaborate, and it may be with like a bigger or a larger institution. You might be invited to speak at something over the next fortnight. It may even be that whatever you're putting out into the world has some kind of greater connection to people in some regard, which could be interesting. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Three of Swords. So what do we see? 2 threes. 2 threes represents a calming influence. Now, the Three of Swords can be about a loss. It can be, you know, a loss that separates the heart, or something being removed. This is likely to be in your career sector, or certainly in your vocational sector. Now, with the Three of Swords, the message here is, what is your plan for moving forward? What is your plan for getting a greater sense of alignment, right? So, and the reason I say this is because whatever you are planning to remove from your professional sphere is actually going to open up a greater path or sense of fulfillment to you, because it's going to change how you do things on a day-to-day level. And truthfully speaking, it's how you do things on that day-to-day level that are going to create the change. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this may be that you dispel some kind of myth, something that you've bought into, you now learn or learn more about, or you gain some valuable insight or piece of information that sees you getting rid of a certain type of belief that you have around your studies or the subject material. For those of you that are employed by somebody else. I don't think this is necessarily the end of the employment. I do, however, feel like this is you breaking ties with the place that you work in, and maybe this is the decision that, you know what, come the new year, I am actually going to start looking for something that's more suited to who I am, or maybe something that just offers better prospects than currently what I'm being offered. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this could be the release of a big or a large client. Now, I find this really interesting as well. I mean, I don't have this kind of business, so it doesn't really affect me, but it may be that you have like a partnership with a big client of some sort. And I know a lot of the time when you're a small business, like big businesses that you deal with or that you work with, sometimes they use that as leverage. It's like, well, you know, you'll do whatever we want you to do because, you know, we provide you like with a lot of custom. It may be that there's a part of you that goes into a zone where you say to yourself, you know what, I don't care what kind of business or revenue you bring me, I'm not going to be sort of pushed around or shoved around by you any longer. So this could be that you're gearing up to remove or release a contract of some sort that makes, that maybe allows you a whole bunch of freedom. When it comes to your those of you that are retired and no longer working, your Three of Swords is cutting away or releasing or maybe potentially even changing what's showing up for you. Interesting, very, very interesting. Another way that this might show up as well is whatever your familial ties are, meaning like the religion that you inherited from your family or the beliefs that you've inherited from your family or even the traditions that you've upheld in your family. You might be ready to release those and to let them go in some way. And this isn't about causing arguments or creating brouhaha. It's just about you really moving yourself into a sense of saying, okay, this doesn't feel like it's for me anymore and I'm ready to transcend it. For your love and relations, you've got the Five of Wands. Now, for this, your Five of Wands for your, if you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this could be a collective dispute. It's not between you and your partner, it's you and your partner with somebody else. There might be some kind of potentially tough conversation. Maybe there is some kind of outlook between you and another family member. So you as a couple may have a bit of a disagreement with somebody that you are related to. Maybe it's one of your friends, etc. There's something that you really don't see eye to eye on here, and it potentially gets very, very loud. I will say the moon will be in your sign on Christmas Day. And Christmas Day Christmas Eve is going to be lovely, really, really lovely. But Christmas Day has the potential to be a little bit more intense than we like our intensity. Keep that as a consideration because emotions could fray and they can be very, very close to the surface at that time. And that will be for everybody. And remember, sometimes once you break a connection, you can't really fix it. It never goes back to what it was. For those of you that are single and looking, look, there are opportunities for you to date, potentially in some very loud or crowded gatherings and get-togethers. How invested in that you are, I'm not 100% sure, but something to consider. And then when it comes to your home and when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the King of Cups. So this card actually is really about using your intuitive faculty to make money. So if you have some kind of intuition or some kind of insight this week, over this fortnight, that you think, actually, you know what, that could be a good money earner, it probably could be. You will need to get a solid plan in place for making this happen or creating, this thing as a real viable product, service, etc. But you're onto something there, so follow it. The other thing is the King of Cups It's usually creative as well. So this could be that you're getting creative around your finances. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is your reproductive system. Maybe there are potentially conversations about, you know, children, having children, etc. That change or that shift in some way. It's not guaranteed, but just a possibility. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the Ten of Cups sees you, it will see you wanting more time and space for quiet, right? Having that reflective downtime period for the end of the year. With that said, I wish you, and for a lot of you, even if you're not necessarily religious or spiritual, you may feel more inclined over this fortnight to go to a church or to spend some time in a holy place. And if that is the case, you know what? Follow that urge. Trust your intuitive faculty. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic holiday season. Happy Yule, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy Christmas, whatever you do or don't celebrate. As I say, you know Rafi loves you. I'm truly very grateful for all of your support throughout this year. I know that the members won't be, they won't feel a way about me sharing these. These are for everybody. It's my gift to you all. Have a wonderful time of it. Take care, and I'll see you in the new year, where I'm cooking up a whole bunch of new stuff that I think you are going to love. Take care, and I'll see you soon.